Hello everybody, welcome to the Church of Lollipopland on a Saturday. I think I didn't do a service yesterday, I don't know why. I did get to sit outside though. I don't think it was sunny, but it was sort of warm, and it started off sort of warm this morning. And my heating in the house, I got it on quite a lot, and like sauna sort of temperature, like my mum and dad used to have it. Middle of summer, it'd be like 20 million degrees outside, and they'd have the heating on 20 million degrees as well, and stay inside, stay out at the sun, but have to endure central heating at that sort of rate. Still each their own. What else have I got to tell you? It's Saturday. So I'm a visitor less today. Got no visitors today. Postman night. What did the postman deliver? Oh, a bill from the penitentiary. Because that's what they're into. They like to charge you for being in. Anyway, we're contesting that. Anyway, good health to you. This is red wine, and I haven't had red wine for a long time. But the brand is, if I pick up the right bottle, there it is, Jam Shed. So Jam Shed people, if you want to sponsor me, please do. And anybody else who wants to sponsor me for that matter. Oh, yeah, but it's nice. It's not difficult to drink. It's all right. It sort of tastes, but we taste the grapes in it. And I've been drinking white mainly, well, exclusively for the last few months. And I had the first sip of this just to taste it, because I've got some in, and you sort of can taste the skin somehow of the grape. It's like you've had a bunch of grapes or something, and you chewed one, and then the skin's still on it and stuff. Do people peel grapes? I don't know if they do or not. Peel me a grape. That was somebody's. I feel like I could peel a grape. That was somebody's punchline, something like that. Yeah. So it's Saturday. It's visitorless, but I got a nice letter from Inchi this morning. I'm talking about New Zealand, and it's like freezing cold there, and I think a car was all sort of frozen over, and that's weird because I haven't got a car now. I'm not sure. I ended up with like a street car. It was a pile of rubbish. Before that, I had a Mercedes ML, but that sort of died, and I ended up more or less swapping it because the Mercedes couldn't get an MOT, and it would cost like a few grand to fix it. Oh, here's Alexa.
This is a reminder. Take tablets.
I've took them. Right, it's empty. Well, apart from the ones at the bottom there for tea time. You'll say it again in a minute. Here we go.
This is a reminder. Take tablets.
Thank you. So, yeah. What was I on about? Oh, yeah, I got this email. It said, your bank, this is very urgent, your bank has twice declined the direct debit payment for your road tax. You must click on this link immediately to rectify this, otherwise we're going to repossess your car. I don't have a car. As far as I know, this KA, which was a it went. That's all I could say for it. But it was pretty rubbish. It wasn't a Mercedes, put it that way. I think that went to a scrappy in the end, a scrap merchant. Can't quite remember. I know there's a bloke across the road. He was going to give me 30 quid for it or something or other. Oh, in fact, I think he did. He took it. He was going to give me 30 quid. And he never did. But I sort of wasn't expecting it anyway. But anyway, he did me a favour, got rid of it. I'm just hoping he hasn't like sold it on to somebody else and they're running around with it. No, but I mean, this thing said direct debit, so it's like they're trying to scare you into sort of, oh dear, better they'll come and repossess my car. But I ain't got a car, so. But yeah, if it is still running, it's nothing to do with me. And certainly not to do with any direct debits, is it? So. Yes, so yeah, cold mornings, don't have that anymore. Used to have to get up and go to work or go to work, yeah. And ice on the windscreen stuff, you know, try and get it off so you got the fan going or the heater going, and you're trying to scrape, and then you have various ice scraper things, and then you lose them, and then you have to use like your driving license or a credit card to chip away at it all. Unless, of course, you got Ford, because Ford have like heated front windows. Maybe not in all of the cars. Or the Ford KA, that certainly didn't have it. That was a Ford, yeah, I just thought of that. Thought my words disappearing again. Yeah, so yeah, none of that scraping for me anymore. And then the other thing I used to have to do, when I first started doing my lollipop job, I used to go on my push bike. And then there was like the quickest way was up this bridge thing, over a bridge, a railway bridge. And to go up it, you got like concrete steps and everything. And then I think it was on about 2 or 3 landings. But then in the side at the side near the wall of the bridge was like a cut out thing where you put your bike wheels in, and then you push your bike. You know, you're walking up the hill, but you're pushing your bike in these ruts. So, in theory, it was a good idea, but they used to get iced up and stuff like that. Never got anybody going gritting up there. So you're slipping, walking on the steps, and then you're trying to hold your bike. In the end, I used to just carry my bike because it was just less drama. But yeah, cycling. I can't do that anymore. I ain't got a bike anyway. I can't drive because I've got no car, and I can't cycle because I've got no bike. But I can power chair. That sounds important, doesn't it? Electric wheelchair, but they call it a power chair, and it goes 4 miles an hour. I know, crazy. But the thing is, what I had before that, I had it looked like a Harley Davidson. It was a three-wheeler, and it had like a leather seat, you know, with the arms and everything, and then handlebars, like what they call them, ape hanger handlebars, like a Harley Davidson. Had a couple of pots for the speedo and whatever. Headlight, got all the, you know, all the lights you need for going on the road, indicators and all the rest of it. Brake light, I don't know if it had a brake light or not. Anyway, that used to go 8 miles an hour. But the thing is, when you stop, you've got something to hold on to. Or somebody comes out, runs in front of you, and you've got to stop quickly. You've got something to hold on to. This power chair is just like sitting in a chair, and you've got a little toggle switch that makes you go forwards, backwards, fast or slow. And you do get a seat belt holding you in the seat, but the thing is, as soon as you start stopping, you get thrown forwards because the chair stops really quickly. It goes quickly, accelerates quickly, and it stops really quickly. And you've got nothing to hold on to with your hands apart from this little toggle switch. So that's all a bit dodgy. I did have a power chair before, and that did 8, but I never went above 6. I just didn't. And then all the paths around here, or cycle paths, whatever they want to call them, they're all full of potholes and everything like that. So it's got suspension. It's got springs in it. Theoretically, it's got suspension, but you're bouncing all over the place. For me and my moaning. Right, what's this song? By the time I get to Phoenix, wasn't sure what I'd do today, but I thought I'd go through this. By the time I get to Phoenix, she'll be rising, and she'll find the note I left hanging on a door, and she'll laugh when she reads the part that says I'm leaving, 'cause I've left that girl so many times before. By the time I bake Albuquerque, she'll be working, and she'll probably stop at lunch and give me a call. But she'll just hear that phone keep on ringing off the wall. Yeah, that's all. Refresh your words. By the time I make Oklahoma, she'll be sleeping, and she'll turn softly, call my name out low. It's not low. And she'll cry just to think I'd really leave her, though time and time I tried to tell her so. She didn't know I'd really go. What's that? Not a bad song, is it? Willie Nelson, he did it. Written by Glen Campbell. He sang it, and it's written by Jimmy Webb. Just trying to hang me uke up. Yeah, so this wheelchair that I'm sitting in, one of the brakes doesn't work, and like there's a next to the wheel, so it's obviously there's a wheel on each side, and then there's like a, what do you call it, a handrail that goes around to the side of it, and the one on the right, so the brake on the left doesn't work, and the handrail on the right's coming off. It's held on, or should be held on, by 3 things, and one of the things has gone missing, and then the other 2 it's like wobbling like this. Ultimately I could drive it just using the tyre, but it's just better if it's got hand thingy. Yes, so what's going to happen today, this afternoon? I might get out. It says it's going to be 21 degrees, but it's very damp, and it says it's going to be cloudy all day and everything. But there again, as we said before, they're occasionally, if not all the time, wrong. But what a waste if it's 21 degrees and it's not sunny. And then I think it starts getting colder, temperatures drop down during the week. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get out, maybe I won't. But anyway, thanks everybody very much for watching, for listening, and the little messages that I get on TikTok and YouTube. And it's great to hear from you, it really is. And I hope to hear from you again very soon. I'm sure there was something else I was going to tell you about, but I don't know, me and memories. Memories, that's another song, isn't it? Maybe I'll look that up. Yeah, anyway, that's enough of me waffling. So have a great day, night, tomorrow, yesterday. Have a great life. And I'll see you tomorrow on the Sabbath, when we'll be toasting the departed at 12 o'clock noon in the traditional toasting the departed way. But before they departed, it was just having a drink with them in the pub or the conservatory or whatever. but then they departed. So then I've forgotten the name of the pub. Something Arms. Pearly Gates. Pearly Gates Tavern, in fact, wasn't Arms at all. Pearly Gates Tavern. That's where they are. And when inevitably, that's where I'll be. So, I don't know if there'll be any toasting the departed down. And you see, when I'm up there with them in the tavern, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because you're just all there. You can have a drink, can't you? So, all good stuff, yeah. Big Robbie can be moaning about the number of bubbles in his pint. And Eric be telling you stories that you think that's not, well, I used to think some of the stuff he said wasn't true. But then other people independently come up and back, I was there. That definitely happened. And all the rest of it. Yeah. He jumped ship in Australia and he went fruit picking. And anyway, they were out looking for him, and they found him in this boarding house because he's got his name and his number, military number. Or was he? Anyway, his name and number were in his underpants. They knew it was him, and so he got arrested and jailed in the ship. But he sort of talked his way out of that as well. They ended up giving him a job on the way back because I think he knew about stoking engines and stuff like that. Well, he knew about more or less everything, did Eric? Not in a showy-offy way, he just did. Anyway, so I think by the time he got back and he had to go to court properly, and the captain of the ship came and spoke out for him and said what a smashing bloke he was, and you know, an asset, and it would be absolute crime to jail him and to keep him working on the ship. And yeah, good old Eric. Yeah. Anyway, so that's that. I'm going to go now. Even when I say I'm going to go, then I start just waffling about something else rubbish. But yeah, nothing else to talk about. Nothing else, I think. No, that's it. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.